Welcome all speed gamers to this very late night or very early morning cross keys race between Locke and Seashine. I am the Titan 84 and I am joined here in the booth by Furious Prince 97, whose job today I do not envy.
Good morning or good evening to anyone around the world. Today we have a cross keys race between But We're Buddies, Locke, and Great Names Pending by Seashine. It's gonna be a great race.
It's gonna be a good race. We have Great Name Pending that Seashine is running for, and We're Buddies that Locke is racing for. And yes, we have a pseudo boots cross key seat here in front of us, which is gonna mean everything is randomized, but we are gonna go slightly faster than normal, although unusually these seats tend to be longer than the normal cross key seats for some reason. And we're off.
Yeah, both these runners are very good at what they do, so I'm not surprised to see these two going up against each other for a cross key seed.
It's your best. Okay, this is interesting. Locke not doing the standard Ocean Hut check first. But yeah, we have cross keys, so all the entrances are randomized. And yeah, we're gonna have to try to keep track of all of that. Which is just a single rupee and 10 arrows. That is quite possibly the worst reward we could get. Outside of guns. That's a bottle on the ledge. That's interesting. Not required, but could be useful.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna run into sick kids, so an early bottle is a really nice find.
Yeah. Okay, that's a compass. Not gonna need that one. And Sank providing us with the bombs we need for the other game. That's a bad Sank placement. Means that the village is quite out of our saving quick reach. Zishan is actually just hula-hanning, okay? I may have spoken too soon, because this could actually lead somewhere really important. Okay, that is important to get to, but yeah, no Moon Pearl. And melee cave there, and Zishine is gonna follow Locke here. Knowing your parties early is good, because once you start getting keys, you're gonna need that info. But I think... Oh, we're gonna do a death pop here. Yeah, you need the other way. You need to die first. Interesting. Zishine chooses not to go through the brothers connector there. Instead, he's gonna go to the back of escape. Okay. Big key to Thieves Town, and unfortunately I missed what was in the back of this gate there. Okay, hookshot was in the back of escape. We do apologize for starting the seed. We are a little bit understaffed at the moment. My co-com is solo tracking here, so he's gonna focus on that, and I'll focus on the commentary. we got a bottle and a hook shot. Okay. That's really good. And Zijan getting the upgrade fairy for bombs. That is actually quite nice this early in the season. You do need those bombs to start killing enemies. That was the big chest of Thieves Town. Oh, Frodo escape in the library today. Okay, that's good to know. Locke is choosing not to go to the village immediately, finding the smiths. We do find the uncle drop down at Magic Bat. Oh dear. Locke is in a precarious situation. Good thing is we have found out that the stun price is 20 rupees. Which, with only a hook shot, isn't very useful right now because we can't actually kill enemies. We don't have an actual weapon yet. Yeah, Locke doing avoid the village strat, and Zshine is doing clear the village strat, which is a tactic in its own. The village has the most checks that you can do entrance-wise early in the game. And if you can get those lots of bombs, that is always useful to go through the village. Smoky the Tower of Hera, EU. We did not want to see that. Locke is going to the south here. Back of Tavern, just a map of woods. Okay. We found Eastern just slightly south where it usually is. Okay, we did find Spiral Cave. We're in the village, but not gonna go through that one right now. So someone is gonna have to correct me, but I believe that this is the first race in this playoffs between these two teams. Since I do not have any markings showing that either team has a win yet. Bottle Merchant has a small beat against Tower. Okay, we're gonna need a few of those at least, but not too many, thank you. This is the first game. Unfortunately, I am not aware of which sprite Locke is using. Sorry, chat. A lot of shops in the village today, but not much in terms of progress. A couple of entrances in the village, like Spiral Cave, but Not much in terms of usefulness right now. Not getting powder, that's always nice to have, especially in cross keys. You're gonna be a while without health or armor. Especially knowing that we have the magic patch in the Lost Woods drop down. And finishing off with a chess game, giving us 120 rupees, so the random reward was higher than the actual reward. Oh no, we're gonna have to do Aga 1 today, because Ganon is under the lumberjack tree. Yeah, unfortunately, pseudo boots means that this setup can get a little wonky, but we get it in the eventually for luck. I'm getting confirmation from our moderator that Asuna is the name of the sprite that Locke is using. And that was Useless Fairy at Sand. So I think we've seen most of the drop down so far, but not the well. They're okay giving us a piece of heart and what entrance? Oh, what we can't use. Now, Seashine is going to go up to this Brothers Connectors, find it up on the floating island Dark World. Meanwhile, Locke is going to clear out the village now. Have Ether for medallion for the Turtle Rock entrance. It is interesting that Locke is aggressively choosing to go through the connectors, since then this sort of things can happen, especially without a glove. This is slightly precarious if he wants to keep a consistent route. Meanwhile, Zishine is going through a dark room, which without sound I am absolutely unclear where he is. We shall see when he emerges. Oh, I just heard that on lock screen. That's the mountain ascent. Yeah. As Seashine is showing us. And that is a sword on spec. So that is a mirror locked sword. Inside of Spectral Rock has moved slightly southwards. Immediately we are finding Paradox Cave in the mountain, which we're obviously going to clear out, because we have the gear to do so. That's a bow on the Seashine side. And interestingly, Hype Cave. How hype is it today? 2 pieces of heart, 2 rupees. And a big key to Total Rock. Okay, so 2 out of 10, because we're very likely to need that key. Get the big to desert over there. Oh my god, both of the bows and the mirror are all in Paradox Cave. That's today's Hype Cave. That is a good setup by Z-Shine. Setting up that bomb jump without a sword can be a little bit tricky, especially if you don't do it that often. Right now, Locke is gonna follow Z-Shine's footsteps for now. And Smokey the Skullwoods, that's fine. Right without him as well. And we've also found Super Bunny Cave with a bug net. So far it seems that Locke's strategy is just keep going wherever you are going. And just keep on going. Yeah, just keep on going and keep finding these entrances and checking them over and over. We did find the big key of Hera there. I did miss what was in the well there. Apologies. Cat saying that yes, Bugnet is a technical piece for Aga 1. Yes, but we only need to do Aga 1 at the very end of the seed, and then we're also going to need some swords to kill Ganon. So that will just be for swag. Yeah, this is very surprising to me why Locke is doing this, because he knows where there is a sword that he can get to. Seashine just got it. But just choosing to do this long walking without boots in the dark world, it takes time. It really takes time. And is even going to pick up that map, okay. We did find Swamp. That's nice to know the location for. Okay, so the boots do activate if you pick up an item. Good to know. Are going to get a top of castle, Hyrule Castle checks here. At least 2 of them. For chat, yeah, Bugnet always works in redirecting the AGA 1 and AGA 2 both tracks. Doesn't have to be soulless. We find a small bit of turtle rock on the floating island. And yeah, this Brothers connectors to the top of Dark Death Mountain is absolutely fantastic now that we have a mirror. Because we can check a lot of stuff up here. Unfortunately for Locke, he doesn't have his sword yet. That's the left side, does it? Yeah, it is quite clear that Locke has as a strat of find a dungeon or a connector, rush through it. Meanwhile, Z-Shine is doing quite the opposite of let's leave the connectors for later and just check the caves we could check, and finding minimal one cave with a lot of money. Our swamp small, that's going to be useful, very useful. We get the skull woods, that's always good before you go there. Okay, I can understand Locke a little bit more that now with the mirror of actually going into the dungeons, because you can just clear whatever checks you can and then mirror back to the portal you were in. And we do find the back of desert, which we're going to steal a key from. Let's see, shine side. This could be good. This could be absolutely terrible, because we don't know where that key normally is. Reading, Buck is doing these checks here, and we are swimming into the old man, which is in the Lightbulb shopping mall. Okay, we do hope for another exit here, and we get an absolutely vanilla Ice Rod Cave location. That is... I don't know what the chances of that is, but that is low. That has to be low. Yeah, Locke is slightly following Z-Shine's footsteps. Slightly slower as well. But unfortunately, the back of the old man cave is going to go to the top of the castle, which no, had nothing. Well, it had a cane, what color? And Z-Shine is immediately running back. This is quite unfortunate, because our save and quit locations are Lightbulb Shopping Mall, the castle tower, or the escape sequence, so to speak. And we have a connector up to the Dark Death Mountain. But we have no save and quit space for the entire left side of the world. But you usually get one. We are going to get another exit check here from Zijan, I think. Oh no, we did check this one. Oh right, he didn't. So yeah. And Locke is finally going to get the sword after a while of running around without one. And now we shall actually see what was in this blind basement, because I unfortunately missed that before. Rupees. Coppers. Yeah. Rupees. Oh, we got a hammer. Okay, that's really good to know. Both of our runners having a hammer right now. We are still on the lookout for that moon pearl. But hammer is a really, really nice weapon to have around. Stephen is staying here in the dark world, doing some more checks. Interesting. Meanwhile, Locke is clearing out the light side of the mountain, which he skipped earlier. Ooh, we did not see this from Locke before. Yeah, the bottom of the Spectrum Cave. That hammer is quite important, but we are now starting to run out of good connectors to take. We have a few connectors over here in the village. We desperately, desperately need that moon pearl because it will open up most of this seed. Oh right, we did find the front of escape. That missed my mind. But there is really only one check in here that is in logic. This one. And it's just a map. So yeah, we are gonna go through this, but we know that logically we're not supposed to be here yet. Now, logic and cross-keys runners really don't go well together. They usually ignore each other. But from time to time, it is good to have that in mind when you're doing things. Like, this small key is not that much. And that's Bombos. Okay, we don't know if we need that one yet, but it is a good medallion to have for damage. Meanwhile, we are going to use that small key that we stole from the back of desert to check right side desert. For a big key to Mr. Maya. And only a Bumblesmith down at the bottom of Rumble Escape. Not really that useful. We're gonna run to the Dark Cross. See what happens here. Locke is doing Spiral Cave just to see what's here. It's nothing really. And the exit. Oh no, that's the wrong exit for Z-Shine. Okay, Z-Shine is going to do this, and I completely approve. He is going to Super Bunny into here. At least try to. Because getting this dam open is going to be big. You can spend half a minute trying this, because it's going to be big. Unfortunately, not getting the setup for the mirror usage here. Yeah, you really have to press it exactly when you enter to get this. There we go. For Ice Power Small Key. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, our connectors that actually go somewhere is running thin. I'm not sure where we're gonna go next. It might just be right side front of Escape. Because that is in logic. I believe we found that other entrance before, so nothing there. Oh, a sword under the dam. That's gonna be very, very useful for Z-Shine. Getting that monster sword is big, getting tempered is even bigger. But after that, you're okay. But having two swords half an hour in, that's perfectly fine for a cross PC. Now, it is going to be interesting. Does Locke go right or left when after checking the Dark Cross here? Because that might be where we actually need to go. Yeah, this save and quit setup is really, really not good with considering where we actually have to go every single time over to the village to get to a connector we need to be at. And we are both entering GT almost frame by frame perfect. Yeah, enjoy some synchronized movements here, chat. They have both remembered that they only have pseudo boosts so far, but as is inevitable, at one point they are going to miss it. And that's a GT small key. Okay. You can do that, bonk. Okay. Not sure which one was faster, but I think they were very equal. We are going to go check this lava chest. This is absolutely not in logic. We do not have enough small keys for this. We're gonna check it anyway, and it is a small key to Thieves Town. Okay, that is good to find before we go to Thieves Town. Oh, getting some extra health. Just 20 rupees here. The rock has been quite empty. Maybe this exit will provide for us. Nope, that's just a Shadow Rock exit. Okay, so Ether is absolutely pointless this seed. Okay, we don't know what the Mystery Mire interest is, but for now, Ether is not going to be extremely useful. Okay, thanks game. Thanks game. You have a dark room that just leads back to the spot you were 10 seconds before. Ha ha ha, very funny. I do believe that it's going to be one of these entrances in the village that has a connector that we're gonna have to use somewhere. Hera is a crystal. That is always good information. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. We still don't have a Moon Pearl. We are very, very quickly running out of spots where our progression can actually be. It's not in the closet here. Zisha hasn't done these checks here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wow. Wait, Locke hasn't done most of the village yet? 40 minutes is a little bit late to be doing village checks. Doesn't matter which scene you're in. Okay, maybe inverted, but... You want to go here a little bit earlier than this, right? Now, Locke is not gonna find much in terms of items, but if he keeps routing the way that he has been routing, okay, that was the east side. Okay, that was the east side of the castle. So the castle's dead. We only had a bomb box in there in the front, and none of the exits work for us. So yeah, once Locke finishes up here, and Zishine does his eastern check over here, we're gonna be pretty much even in terms of what we have in items and checks done. And yeah, I am pretty sure at this point that the top of the castle, that Aga 2 and the Ganonfall is our well today. Which is unfortunate because we are gonna have to do Aga 1 with both those keys, and I know those keys could easily be locked. Yeah, it could be locked in that way. And yeah, with that hookshot, Locke can actually go through this connector. I believe that this is in logic. I'm not 100% up to date on my cross keys logic, apologies. And we do find the Mimic Cave entrance, which was not there. And that is also nothing. Curiouser and curiouser. This seed is really funneling us to somewhere. Don't have a love neither flippers, so Zora is out, requesting logically. And right now we actually want to stay in logic. Oh, that's interesting. That is actually a decently fast way back to the village by Locke. Okay, where are we going? Oh yeah, Locke didn't check this before. Yeah, you've already been here, Locke. So yeah, Locke is going to do the same thing as Zishine and just break the game a little bit. Zishine is going to get his powder, and I believe he might actually just run back to that bat. Or at least to the village. We really are running dangerously low on options of where to go. Locke is going to get their second soul, which isn't bad. You want that, but it's not progression. Oh right, Desert Main. We haven't actually... I don't think we popped out of Desert Main yet. I could be wrong. Yeah, do note that Zishine does not use his small key for the right side here, because he wants to stay in logic here. as much as he can. But yeah, we are... I believe our runners here are at the absolute same spot in terms of most things. And they're gonna exit this one at the same time. And get stuck. Okay, game. What the hell are you up to? This seed is really, really trolling our runners. Because it is that one entrance or one item. Go together, okay. Huh. I don't know where Locke is going. Oh right, there was an entrance up here, right? Oh yeah, Mire. With that hookshot we can actually enter Mire. It is absolutely not fun to do with... I believe at the time we had no sword going in here. And doing this room with bombs as your only wing of weaponry, you're not gonna get through. But yeah, it's the Mire play. It has to be. We have the big key. The big key is out of logic. Do keep that in mind, but we do have that. And yeah, getting that big key to Mire, Z-Shine is going to run back up, maybe? No? Okay, he's gonna do this. He hasn't done that yet, okay. And there's the flippers in Mire. So that's our next piece of the puzzle. So the dam opening was out of logic. We have found Swamp. We have found the Swamp small key. We have the hammer, but opening it is not in logic. These players do actually want to stick to logic right now, because they need to find that loophole. Going out of logic right now will not help them. And yeah, the big chest here is out of logic. Yeah, just 10 arrows, nothing big. This room, I believe, is also is in logic with the keys we have. Nothing. Okay, so it's the flippers. So that means Zora Ledge or Lake Hylia Island. Well, the big Ice Palace Island in the Light World. Yeah, which Locke is immediately running back to. This seed has really funneled our runners down to a couple of checks. Locke also has Zora money, which is good. Just gonna check this entrance first, which is Zaha. Green Pennant is Ice Palace today. What do we have back here? Rupees, compass, and a big huge swamp. Okay, so we have the entire swamp package. We could technically clear swamp right now. We have the small key, we have the big key, we have the hookshot hammer, mirror. We have the lot. But it's not in logic at all. The moment we get the moon pearl, it is all in logic. Okay, Hobo, what do you have for us? a second shield. Not useful. So, Zora, Zora's Ledge. Okay, we are... No, we're not setting up a water walk here, I think. So yeah, just running down and getting to Zora's domain as fast as we can. Wait, that's the wrong game. Yeah, both runners do not feel good here. They know that the Moopo is out there somewhere and they feel behind. That is just a piece of heart there. So, Zora has to have progression? Question mark? And there's something. Well, yeah, both of these sorters are feeling extremely behind right now because they had Zora money decently early in the seed. And only now getting that Moopo. Now the entire dark world is opened up. You can clear swamp. It's entirely in logic. You have all the keys, all the items to actually beat it. I believe this is locked going to pod, however. Oh, no, we're going left side here. Okay. No, this is the swamp play. This is swamp. My bad. And that's a book. Okay, so we have something to do when we get out of here. Yeah, Zijan not feeling very happy right now because he knows where his progression might be. Yeah, Locke can't feel feeling fine either because that was not a flipper hard Lock Moopo. You could have fake flipper that, which is never a good feeling. Knowing that if your opponent did that early on, then you're behind because you've done a lot of dark world checks without the boots, without dashing, and not being able to actually do things in those checks. And eventually, after some technical issues, we do have a second commentator back here.
Yeah, I apologize for the technical issues.
No worries. Yeah, at 53 minutes, Zishan gets his Moopo.
Yeah, finally getting that Moon Pearl is going to be huge, now that he can make his way over to Swamp Palace as well.
Yeah. I mean, you have the big key, you have the small key, you have everything you need to clear it. Yeah, you don't know if it's a pendant or a crystal, but it's Swamp Palace.
Yeah, Locke having some issues there with Bomber Diver down. Not easily the harder of the two ways to get in, but without the Samario Cane, it's going to be their only option to do Diver down at this point.
And even though the stealth was almost trolled him. He did get the done properly done. Yeah, Zishon is actually doing. Oh right, maybe cave.
Yeah, not a bad play. It's an easy early on check that they already knew about, and now he can just make it a little bit just on his way and find Samaria.
Yeah, Locke ran past that. He went up to the floating island and hopped down, but he didn't actually go to the right for that. He just went straight left as well.
Yeah, neither play is wrong. Z-Sign just remembering that check was right there, whereas Locke was probably thinking, I gotta clear this dungeon.
Yeah. And I mean, it's 10 checks. You gotta want to clear it quickly. We did get a book from here, but so far that's pretty much it.
Unfortunately, also missing that Samaria does mean that Locke is going to have to go and do the bomb diver down here in the back. Getting a first try, very nicely done. Picking up another small key to Toro.
Yeah, really, the only thing we got out of here was that book. Maybe something is on the boss, but... I mean, it does mean we have the Master Sword and the mirror, so... the tablets and Desert Entrance is now in play. But we also have so many other plays right now with that Moon Pearl. We have so many entrances into the Dark World, and entrances to check there.
Yeah, it now just becomes a question of priority. Where do our runners decide to go first? They're already here on Death Mountain, so you're right, the tablets aren't that bad of a check. Locke probably going to go back and do Mimic Cave if they remember it's there. But then it just becomes, where after do they go? And nice easy kill there for Locke with those silver arrows.
I guess a crystal. So we did have to do this dungeon. That's the mirror out. Okay, he's gonna run up here. I know we're in here already. Probably not gonna go back up. Yeah, because you have so much of the world open right now. And as I said before, both of these runners feel incredibly behind at this point. That move up.
Yeah, we're looking at it from an overall view that they got it within maybe 2-3 minutes of each other, but in their eyes they think, oh my god, I lost location of the Moon Pearl. Where do I think my opponent's at this point?
Yeah. And both of them will think that the other one is way ahead of them. Hey, this is actually good. Locke is gonna come out of Hookshot entrance rock right next to his cave. Oh, he went back? Oh, sorry, he was in the wrong dock. I thought it was over in that side here. Never mind. I thought it was in a different dock. Sorry, chat.
Z's trying now getting their second Turtle Rock Smoky.
Yeah, Turtle Rock is interesting. But we've already been there for a while. Okay, so we have Green Pen and Ice. I believe that was a crystal.
That was
Pod.
a 5/6 on Skullwoods and a crystal on Pod and TR.
Yeah. I am not able to see a map check that fast. especially when you're not the one initiating it, because it comes out of the blue for us.
Yeah, out of the blue, and you just never know how quickly they're gonna be like, okay, I got this, and then they just don't let us have that chance to memorize it ourselves.
This is a very good route by Locke, because this catfish can easily
Yeah, it's nice to check.
Oh, right, we can't go there. We don't have a glove. Maybe we'll get one on Laser Pitch.
A little bit of struggle there with the puffs, but easily taking down Argus with those silver arrows as well.
Locke is having some laser bridge issues. I find it easier just to run up and run through the door and then go back down, because that's how you normally do this. That's a fire rod.
And that's a blue mail. Pod key. And a buck.
Not a bad laser bridge. But yeah, this is a little bit unfortunate that we are orphaning catfish. We do get a checky at the tablet. We already know where Keys goes to, so no need to open that.
Well, they don't have the boots to go and open up King's Doom, even if they didn't.
Yeah. Still, it's a dead check for them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to run out the other way, because super boots.
Yeah, and if you ask a lot of runners, most of them will tell you pseudo boots is something that can, after about an hour or so in cross keys, can really start messing you up, because every single one of them think, well, it's been an hour in. I easily have the boots by now, don't I?
Big Fine GT. With 3 small keys, hookshot, and a hammer, this is a lot of checks. A little bit unfortunate for Locke that he doesn't have the K yet.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, especially when it was so close to him, but again, you can't really blame his routing there, going right for the dungeon and then thinking the world is open. Not a bad call.
Nope.
Meanwhile, over on the right side, also about ready to pick up their fire rod and their blue mail.
Ice, okay, that's a fetch quest. What, you don't like having pendant ice powers big key show up for you?
I would appreciate it a little bit more if I had my Samaria. Unfortunately, Locke does not.
Yeah. Still, you don't want to go to ice. Not pendant ice.
I've watched a couple races of these playoffs so far where ice has always been the answer, so I feel like I have a little bit of recency bias on wanting to go to ice.
You're talking about? I've never had hammer in Freezer Room 3 races in a row. T-Shine is following suit here from Locke. is going to find total gas tower. Hey, it's a temple sword. Yeah, map to skull. Sorry, map to swamp. Don't really need it, game. Thank you.
Yeah, fortunately, also picking up a map to Eastern and a map to Thieves Town in their trip here, so they will be able to give us just a little bit more knowledge when they come out of here, hopefully.
Oh, Seashine, that was close. Powdering just as the War Master is coming down. It is nice. Not needed per se, but nice.
Has either one of these runners gone and checked the connector from Bumper Ledge? They found the other end of it earlier, but didn't have the cape, and they didn't hook shot through it, as far as I remember.
They have hook shot through it.
Okay.
It was okay. They did that before fire. Yeah, what unfortunate items does Seashine find here behind the chain?
Unfortunately, missed that map check there to go and see what was
That's the flute and lamp locked by Kane.
unfortunate.
This is starting to look more and more like a game-changing routing decision. Getting that Kane.
Well, Rando's gonna rando, even in cross keys.
Yeah. It really was which direction they were going up to the mountain again. Locke remembered that I can get through the Bugger's entrance at Cairo Castle.
There's a mirror shield and a mushroom.
Yeah. I don't mind the mirror shield so much when we have boots, because we can still see most of the sprite. Otherwise, that shield blocks a lot of the sprite. Lock with his Skullwood's big key. Nothing. Okay, big key to Eastern. That's good. We can clear that dungeon now.
Yeah, and while I don't have any doubt Locke knows what he's doing in a dark room, not having that lamp is just going to be a little bit slower than whatever Zishan gets to it.
Runners of this caliber, they can do all the dark rooms. They can. It's just, it is always slower, just a little bit.
Yeah, just because you can do it doesn't mean you want to.
Yep. That was an interesting play by Zishan. He powdered Bob way before getting to the pot. I usually see people just go up to the pot and then powder. That's the backup hookshot. Hey, we're going to get back to that. Because we are going to get a pet check. That.
Normally, I'm all for a ped seed, but at this particular time,
Smoky to the pipe maze. That's
Totorock.
Totorock small. Yeah, we don't care about that.
Welcome in,
So-
Raiders, from Maniacal's stream.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Krosky seed with Agabon required for Ganon. And Moon Pearl on Sora, which both our runners lost located. That's a gold sword, okay.
We got butter.
And here we got yellow and yellow. Oh, and we found the Mire exit as well. So, medallions out of... yeah, don't need them. But we did find a way into the Mire area, which is gonna give Locke a couple of checks. Sishan can't get here because he doesn't have any gloves. This is... we're an hour 10 in. We don't have a glove.
Yeah, less uncommon in Krosky seeds. There's many items you just probably won't find here. Unfortunately, Locke also not having that flute makes this a little bit harder for him as well. Which, those of you joining us from the raid, the Cane of Samaria was in Mimic Cave, and that led to Right Side GT that had the flute and the lamp in it.
Unfortunately, Locke chose a different path and didn't go by that. He knows where it is. He knows it's there. He just chose not to do it at the time he was near it.
And yeah, to answer the question in chat, yeah, Locke was in GT, but they could only do the left side without Samaria. So they did get this. They did get their own tempered sword there, and then just found the gold sword there in Pochak Cave.
Probably not gonna go down that portal. Okay, so the Maya shed has moved the world slightly.
I'm calling that French vanilla.
I'm finishing up Maya here. They really want to see if this is a penalty pistol.
Yeah, really quick, really nice Fiddy fight there.
Okay, Locke is back up on the mountain. Switching to Hammer. This is his check here, and he is going to face that he walked past this going to Swamp.
Yeah, definitely a question to ask their logic, but again, not a bad play of what they did going out of Swamp.
No. Okay. He got out of that state, that's good. I wasn't sure if he was stuck like that. Yeah, I believe we have 2 pod smokies. So we can clear the dungeon. Well, clear as in kill the boss. Oh wait, sorry, no big key. So we can do most of the dungeon with 2 keys. Castle, okay, game, not gonna need that one. Already cleared the castle. I'm just saying this right now so that I know that I'm not jinxing it later. Please see, don't let this be a trifle pump. Sorry, ice rod pump.
I have commentated and tracked 2 of those in the last couple days, so I would not be surprised if we see another one tonight.
Yeah, I think I caught one of those. I mean, we could also have our special version of the Ice Rod Hunt, which is Castle Tower Key Hunt.
That would be fun. And even though Locke picked up that Samaria, has still not gone back to GT just yet to pick up that lamp, so we're going to see some more dark rooms here for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5 items. Yeah, it's...
Hey, we're back in Logic.
True. Seashine doing... That is a fun interaction when exiting that cave out of that mouth of the back of Skullwoods. You end up far further down than you normally get out of it. Pod being not too helpful. Locke is gonna do clear out desert. Okay, so we have found the desert small. So this is a clearable crystal. You're already here. This gives you a minute to think of where do I go next. Gold sword silvers. This is not a hard fight.
No, not a hard fight at all. And if this was personally me running the seed, I think your next question would probably be about GT now that you have that Samaria. There's not really many other real entrances they can check without a glove or boots.
Not really. So Seashine is going to be clearing up what Locke has been already clearing up, because Locke has been going for density. And I think Seashine is going to do the same.
Locke doing some unpleasant spins right there. No, missing the 1 cycle.
Yeah, and those were some rage arrows into the wall, because that land move was really dodgy silvers. Yeah, this is still a very, very even race. Yes, Locke still needs his lamp and flute DT, but they're not required per se. Yes, the flute is a very movement efficient way.
Yeah, but since we have our way over to Meyer area, there's no real need to get the flute anymore.
No. I believe this is the Eastern play by Locke.
Makes sense. They have all the things required to beat it.
Oh, sorry, front of Dunrock. I think Eastern is in the light bulb here. So go to this, clear up the front with a fire rod that you have, and then just mirror over.
Yeah, and I also want to just piggyback off of what you said earlier about this still being a close race. This absolutely is still close, regardless of items. Locke still has a little bit more knowledge than Zishane did because Zishane was finishing up Meyer, which Locke decided to not do because they didn't have Smart at the time.
Off magic, okay. Not bad. We did find these down. We do not have the big key here, so we're just gonna check the front.
Yeah, and also confirming our suspicions earlier that this actually is a crystal, so this is required.
So we know that Ice and Meyer are pendants. And we also know our tracker now Tracker 8, never mind. Oh no.
I mean, kinda? It's a big key in that chest, just the wrong one.
Yeah. However, the Ganon's Tower climb has 5 more items than normal. If we have the well in Ganon Hall.
Yeah, and that's not going to be that difficult for Zishan to get back to. All they have left is the climb plus the well. Deciding not to go into Ice Palace there.
He still has a lot of checks here to do.
Yeah. I guess I figure it's fully beatable. They have the big key, they have the hammer, they have Fire Rod.
Also, Locke is already on 15 hearts at an hour 20.
And also answer our tracker in the chat. Yeah, they both have been to Eastern, and Eastern is a crystal, as far as we know. And go give both of our runners a follow here. They are putting on a great race.
Remember kids, always slash Mothbilla with the gold sword. If you spin, you do no damage, and he has the boots.
Oh, hey. And I apologize, T-Sigma, you might be correct on that one.
Yeah, Zishan is gonna go back and do the climb. Did it? Who did this before, right?
What?
Oh, he's good with the big chest.
I mean, not a bad decision, but a long decision.
It's a very long decision.
I feel like it'd be much easier just to do the climb first, get the well items plus the top of the tower before going back to the big chest. But,
No,
I mean,
because
with that
then
mirror-
you're not even near the dungeon.
you spawn back on the pyramid and then just hookshot over. It's at the Dark Chapel.
True, but it is a little bit of a walk. Locke is now doing his boots checks and finding the big bomb already there. So we have both our red crystals already. Since the bomb was there, I'm a little bit surprised that he doesn't go for checking that bomb.
I mean, checking some other entrances first is a blessing as well. Plus, you never know if you find a connector that leads right out of it.
There.
But they are still looking for some dungeons, so I'm confused as well.
Yeah. I unfortunately missed what was on the big chest. And yeah, I agree, Chad. Finding 4 swords and no gloves.
They found silvers before they found a single sword.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever had a glove go mode in Koskis?
Guess that just depends on if the glove is necessary.
No, not mitts. Actual first glove. Locke is gonna do his checks here in Puzzle Tower, but without the lamp. Yeah, we are gonna have to find the second key here at some point.
At this point, it's really starting to say that Z-Shine has the advantage with that lamp now.
Just one in the tower. Z-Shine is really hoping that he finds a glove or an ice rod in this climb with the well. Because if you don't find anything of importance here, you have just spent like 4 or 5 minutes doing this, including the big chest.
Yeah, and then there's also still Ice Palace to go and clear up there in Village of Outcast.
Yeah.
Which is still only a green pendant, but they know where Sahashla is, and it's an easy dungeon just to clear out with
Nice.
Icebreaker.
Yeah, piece of heart. What we wanted. And Locke is going back for his his big bomb. Myra's small key, logically required, technically not so much.
Validated.
Yes. But we're done with paying rupees. Big bomb. Well, it hides a great fairy, just not the fairy we wanted. Or
One of the more disappointing ones.
yeah.
Even the luck fairy is a better check. Is a better find than just a regular fairy behind that check.
Oh, I just realized something. What if something is on catfish?
That
We
would be
still
very funny.
we still can't access catfish.
That would be the east side of the pedestal.
Yeah, Lockie is finally going back in here. Unfortunately, without the big key. And that was a very disappointing, well,
5 additional checks after defeating Aghanim and nothing to show for it.
hey, you got a minor small.
That is a huge time waste there for the big just and the climb.
And the climb. However, I think Locke is going to do the same when he gets that big key. Now, because the knowledge of that well is going to make the climb so much more enticing.
Yeah, at least Locke and I'll do it at once. They also have the cape here and half magic to get them through it.
Yeah. Without glove, we are running out of options again. And it has to be iced, right? There's so many items in there that are all in logic. We have the big key, we have... Okay, we only have one small key, so everything isn't in logic. But most of it.
Well, without a glove, one item would still be isolated. So it's not completely clearable, but it's still a really good find to go into.
Yeah. Rude. You actually need a glove to get to the boss.
Well, you need a glove to get to the boss, and then even after Icebreaker, there's the hammer-locked ones that needs a glove too.
Oh, not true. It's quite easy to forget that in Broski's, that you actually need the glove for that, because usually you have at least one glove over there.
Ooh, getting 1.0 there.
Yeah, yeah. We do find a small key, Ganon's tower on the ledge.
Unfortunately, that also makes that more enticing to do the climb now.
So where was the entrance that led up the ledge?
Fairy Ascension. The drop down once you go back up. Where the entrance to that was, I have no idea. But they got through there through Fairy Ascension. And I feel like I also should go and explain to those that don't know what I meant when I said 1.0 is it's a Japanese exclusive bug that I just say bug, where the Wallmaster can still get you if you're falling down a hole. It will still take you back to the beginning. So it's typically recommended by runners to wait till after the Wallmaster comes down before you drop down in Mothula, or else you'll get exactly what happened to Zishan here.
Zishan will get his boots, and we'll be happy about that, but not happy that he got them so late.
Yeah, finding those boots also really didn't lead to anything. Yes, they have the big bomb, but as we know, it doesn't do anything at all.
We have not seen Bombo stand.
We have not. Oh, hey.
Glove at an hour 34 on Bombos tablet.
At the same time, Locke going and dropping down into the Harapot there. Another pot small.
Yeah, with that glove, you have opened up so many entrance checks. Because you're gonna need to find a couple of dungeons. Oh, we have actually found all of them. But yeah, we still need an ice rod. We still need a couple of keys. Possibly mitts.
So Locke also picked up a Dark Palace here, a Dark Palace key here in Hera. They used both of their keys that they had when they went in there the first time, but now they also have the lamp, which would make the dark room there a lot easier to go actually fight Helmasaur.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of which keys we still need.
I was sitting here wondering if we checked Bonk Rocks. The answer apparently is no.
Oh, this is interesting. So Locke has the Thieves Town big key, if I read my tracker correctly. So that means he can clear this one.
Yeah, we'll have brand new information here on Locke's side here in a moment. This is also another great example of races just turning on the dime. Maybe 10 minutes ago, Locke didn't have the flute or the lamp, but now they have both. They're in Thieves Town with the big key, where Zishan didn't have it, but Zishan now also has the glove, so it's still anybody's race.
Yeah. Who knows, that the other glove might just be in the back here.
There's another pod small.
We still need a small key to the castle tower. We need a big key to pod. And I believe that's it.
And Ice Rod.
Oh, right. Ice Rod. And 2 keys. Yep. We know where all of the dungeon entrances are. Those are fine. Lock. Money. Yeah, our runners are trying to do things as efficiently as they can, but right now that efficiency is not great because you don't have that many checks left. And for Seashine, those glove lock checks are all over the place that he has to run back to now. Like this one. And Locke not trying to open that rock and just has to run around.
Yeah, and that's still great awareness, because after an hour and 40 minutes with all the information running in your head...
Oh,
hey, Ice Rod.
Ice Rod.
I don't remember where Locke got the Easttown big key.
Me neither. Hey, there's our other glove.
You called it.
Glove
Glove in the back. We may get a full tracker.
I don't think we're finishing ice.
I mean, it could still have either one of our keys. It could have Castle Tower small key that then leads to Pod big key on Sahashala. Well, not on Sahashala, but in Castle Tower. To answer the question in chat, who's to say? It really just comes down on who finds those keys first.
Yeah. Because now Zishan has to go to Town when he finds that big key to get Mitz and to get his ice bolt.
Yeah, and that just depends on when he finds that key.
This might be Locke running up GG. Nope. This is a very long catfish play.
I don't hate it. He couldn't check it earlier.
Yep. I think it's been on his mind.
It has to be.
Oh,
Nobody ever wants to skip
mushroom.
catfish.
We haven't turned in mushroom yet. I think we got that like an hour ago.
I remember picking it up, and I'm trying to place where we picked it up from because Zishan got an item at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I believe it was in GT on the left side.
Yeah.
But also talking about just about putting who in ahead, on the right side we're actually seeing for the first time the back of Eastern. So it really does all just fall down to who finds the keys first. Because that's actually our last TR small key that we know of because the last one is on pedestal.
Yeah, so logically this will require us to actually get the pedestal. Because logically we need all of the small keys to all buttons that we need to clear.
But then of course we throw it all in the cross keys and logic goes out the window.
Yes. With that ice rod. Oh. Small key to Ice Palace.
I think it's an Ice Palace. At this point, I'm convinced because that's the big key and both small keys. And they could have done Eastern a very long time ago.
Yeah. So we do need the pod big and we need the castle tower small. The runners really, really want to find the castle tower small first. Very nice zero cycle there by Locke.
This game could really come down to milliseconds. Between Silver Arrows and Gold Sword, this could just come down to frames.
The big key to pod on Trinex. Ooh.
Well, now this just comes down to how Locke wants to play with his keys, because he still does have 5 total keys. He's used 2 of them so far. So as long as he skips that front door, he can use the rest of those keys to check the rest of pod and have no issues.
Yeah. We have not seen Spike Game yet. So yeah, we are now in Castle Tower Small Key Hunt. I'm pretty sure it has to be an ice at this point. It could be anywhere, but more than likely an ice. from what we know from both runners. But Locke doesn't know that. And to Locke... Where's Locke going?
At what point does Locke go and say that he needs to go back to the Eastern Palace to finish up?
Okay, we're just heading up the mountain. Okay. One thing in Z-Shine's positive here is that he could get the mids. If that small key is mid-locked, Z-Shine has a good position.
Yeah, because that would be hammer pegs, that could be purple chest, that could be smiths. And Locke just beelining it straight to Helmasaur.
Yeah, he had already opened the front door last time, so he is gonna have to leave an item behind here. I'm not sure if he hammer jumped.
He did.
He did.
But
Okay,
he didn't have the lamp, so I don't know if he actually went in to grab those 2 items yet.
I think he did.
Well, then that might also be where the Thief's Town big key is that we just missed.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Z-Shine didn't do the left side.
Thank you to our tracker in chat, letting us know that they do remember him being in Dark Maze.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Catfish with that little bit of a troll. You see a key coming out you and you think it's the one you need, and it's just for TR.
Also with gold sword and silver is, yeah, also this amount of hearts, it's not gonna last for long.
Very nice fight there from Locke.
Just a piece of heart. This is the ice play from Z-Shine. Okay. So, Locke has all 7 crystals. If he could reach Ganon, and that's the Castle Tower key. First chest of ice.
And there it is, that anything can change on a dime.
Yeah.
We are in no mode, we just don't have go mode.
Yeah. Locke needs to go to ice. Z-Shine needs to get his Thieves Town big key, which is not in ice. And also, Locke still has quite a few crystals to clear. He has Thieves Town, he has Hera, and he has Desert. Locke has already cleared those.
Both runners just doing checks that won't produce anything other than that red mail.
Yeah, the big decision comes after this dungeon. Yeah, Locke seeing a small key, and it's for Liar.
There's nothing more disappointing than any kind of keys mode than to see a small key and it either being for Mire or for Pod.
Yeah. So if you're in Locke's shoes here, you have ice and you have the climb, GT. Which do you go for?
In Locke's eyes, I think he goes for climb over ice.
Yeah. That is quite unfortunate.
It's 7 checks, 8 checks versus however many are in Ice Palace, and it just seems nicer.
Oh, we're going to get the animation for opening up GT. I mean, the key could technically be in here. It is one of those extremely rare occasions where you get to see that opening in a cross key scene.
That is the most disappointing shed that I've ever seen. Lock?
That is
now checking this.
Yeah, and that is the hardest lock shed I've ever seen.
Ganon really wanted to keep his stuff safe, but he let rats in instead.
Yeah.
Very nice cold stare fight there from Z-Shine.
Hotel Mario.
I think that's an even worse place for his motel than the last spot.
So, Locke needs to head to the village of outcasts and getting twice.
I'd just like to acknowledge, chat. We don't know where Thieves Town Big Key is. None of us remember.
Yeah, it is quite unfortunate. I think it was during some technical issues that we had. We are very sorry. We actually don't know where that big key was.
Between all the entrances to check plus keys plus items, it's one of those where we just forget.
Yeah. And now Z-Shine doesn't have it. Otherwise, he would have gone and cleared Thieves Town at this point. He knows what Thieves Town is. This seems to be a Dark World play by law. So this is either GT or Ice. Yeah, that's GT.
Don't even remember if Locke opened up Ice.
He must have got. He's been in the Village Outcasts. It's in the Bombable Shed. It's in the brewery. He's been there. And unfortunately, he is going to do the same play that Z-Shine did, and this is going to be about 5 to 6 minutes.
Locke also deciding to go for that big chest. Incredible.
So Z-Shine is now going to find Hera, which is, I believe, his last dungeon he needed to locate. It might have been in here.
So if you also joined us late, the other reason that this is just an incredible play, both runners did not find the Moon Pearl very easily or early. They both last locationed it on Zora, so we speculated that the runners feel behind. So to take the extra time to go check the big chest here in GT before doing the climb, which locks the Kakariko well, it kind of is fascinating to us.
Now, I believe that the Thieves Town Big Cube was in here, either in the basement here or down. So that is gonna put Locke, go to Thieves Town, get his ice rod, kill Trinex, get his big key pod, and that's his go mode. So Locke is on a timer, and he does not have the time to do what he's doing. So this is still anybody's race. It really depends on what Z-Shine chooses to do with the items that he gets here and here.
You lied to us, T Sigma.
I'm pretty sure that there was a big key in Hera somewhere. I wasn't 100% sure if it was the basement. Now, to be fair, both of these runners feel incredibly behind, considering where everything has been.
Yeah, to acknowledge chat, yeah, both these runners, they may be behind in their own eyes with that last location of the Moon Pearl. And it really just has been for like maybe the last half hour, just both these runners switching back and forth who was in the lead just based off of one item divergence. Right now, that divergence results in the small key for Castle Tower and the big key for Thiefstown.
Yeah, and we are again really sorry, chat and viewers, because we can't remember where that big key was.
I'm still holding strong that the big key is in Pod. T Sigma had made the comment that Hera was the last major location, and I don't remember Zshine going into Pod at all.
He's been to Pod. He has been. I just don't know how much he cleared.
Yeah, I still feel like it might be in Dark Maze, because I don't remember even Locke going in there.
Yeah. And yeah, Locke is up onto Modem 2. He has done the climb. Unfortunately, not going to get any items. But yeah, this feels like a pod play.
Also validated.
You're still looking for items. Yeah, this is the pod play. Unfortunately, no, he hasn't been in here at all. He still has all 6 keys. That is really, really surprising. Yeah, that's his big key.
Hey, I did that subconsciously. What do I win?
2 internet points. I honestly thought he had been in here. It's Pod, goddammit! You have 6 more keys. Why don't you go in here? Now, the issue is, Zshine is still looking for a lot of items. He still thinks that they are in here.
Which is perfectly rational and gives Locke also the time to finish out this cutscene, go through the well, and possibly make his way over to Ice.
Yeah. So, Zshine needs to take that Thiefstown big key, go to Thiefstown big chest, get his ice rod. That's his go mode. Locke needs to have your ice powers and just open up the first chest. That's his go mode, then he's out.
Yeah, and this goes back also to who's leading. Honestly, it's just one item away from go mode.
Yeah, I mean, both is in the lead at this point.
In both the runners' heads, they're both behind, but to us, they're both ahead.
I am still so surprised that Z-Shine waited almost 2 hours to enter Pod of all places.
I mean, I wouldn't want to enter Pod with less than 4 keys, would you? I don't care what mode it is.
I mean, even with just 2 keys, you can clear so much of it.
To answer the question in the chat, Locke is looking for the second castle tower key, which is in the first check of ice, which is in Village of Outcast, that he has just not got to yet.
It's in the brewery. Z-Shine needs the aforementioned Peace Town big key to actually get into the back of Peace Town for the big chest. Z-Shine still can't clear this dungeon. He still needs his big key. And unfortunately, Locke is going into the wrong dungeon.
Yeah, Fluffy Mittens. He also has all seven crystals, and the joke there was that he opened up GT, and it was the most disappointing shed that we've ever seen.
Seeing that okay, so Z-Shine is just clearing up his crystals right now.
Yeah, in Locke's head as well, he's doing Eastern not just for the clear, but he thinks that maybe CT small key is here.
Oh, I mean that Locke is not clearing this for anything but that. That's
Yeah.
what he knows it's not on that.
Yeah.
But I still think Isis of Bed is a more dense play than this. This is 3 items. No, this is 2 items. It's not even green belt. And yeah, that is just 2 hearts left. Well, 3 now. Okay, this one. Locke gets a small key to Ice Palace.
Nice. And that
Maybe
right
that
there.
triggers him to actually go there.
Which is exactly what happened with Z-Shine. It pushed him right over to ice.
Yeah.
Another dungeon you just don't want to deal with less than the maximum keys.
Well, so Z-Shine still has a lot of dungeons to clear. Still has a lot of walking to do. Walk through all of Peace Town, go back to Turtle Rock, go back to Pod, and then go to the Castle Tower. All Locke has to do is find that small key and he immediately rushes the tower.
Locke, what are you doing?
Mushroom. No, it's
your
turned in
mushroom.
already.
They have flute. Did they not activate it?
Yeah, they did. I have no idea what they're doing. They must have activated it, right?
Locke.
It's going to be faster just floating to 3 and running up here.
Well, chat's saying he didn't activate because he hasn't been back to CAC yet, but he did when he went to the Dark World to go to GT.
Yeah, so...
I don't remember if he activated it or not, but he has been back to CAC.
Oh no, he's going fire! Yeah, this is Z-Shine's play into Thieves Town. This is going to be so close.
Heartbreaking for either runner that loses this race.
Yeah.
A fantastic race for both of them, but a heartbreaking one.
And Locke is going to go for the cutscene chest. He hasn't been to the left side yet.
I mean, in reality, this will clear up time, because Seashine still has 2 dungeons to clear after this.
No, I mean, yes, but he has to sprint to Laser Bridge. Do Trinex, and then sprint back to Pod, and he has to sprint all the way through Pod, true, but it's like more a dungeon and a half he has to do after this.
Well, Locke only just has to get that first check there in Ice Palace.
Yeah, but unfortunately Locke is clearing another pendant dungeon.
Well, that's where I think that time still comes in, because he's gonna... Zishan's gonna clear out Thieves Town, hop over to TR, hop over to Pod, and then has to do Castle Tower. Locke just is gonna finish up Meyer here, get that first check there in Ice Palace, and then dip it over to Castle Tower.
It's still very, very close right now.
Oh yeah.
Locke had a little bit of a lead there for a while, but fortunately he has been going absolutely everywhere else than where he needed to go. And he still has Bombos tablet, by the way.
And there's Science-Smiths.
Thank you. I knew I left this number.
And we didn't acknowledge it. I just want to at least acknowledge chat. Yeah, that was a great recovery for messing up that block clip.
If Locke rushes straight back to the Ice Palace after this, he still has a little bit of a lead. But if he keeps checking everything else,
I don't know how much else he has left to check. He
me either.
He went right from Eastern right into Misery Mire, and it's either he doesn't go to Ice or he goes over to Bombo's tablet, gets those Titan's mitts, and starts checking all of those.
With that Ice Rod, it makes 100% sense for Seishine to just go kill Trinex at this point. Yeah, Locke, where are you going? Oh, this might be a faster way there. Unfortunately for Seashine, he is doing myths stuff now.
Ice Palace is at the brewery in Village of Outcast, so we are confused why Locke is doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Just when we thought this race was about ready to wrap up, both the runners said, "No, let's give it a little bit more watch time."
So here's the question: did he ever check it?
Well, and that's what I thought, but everyone told me, "Oh, he went to Ice Palace a long time ago."
Yeah, I was convinced of that too, but he's still making entrance checks with that glove.
Well, so is Z-Shine, which is also strange.
I mean, Seashine is still looking for his pod big. I mean, this has to be into the village, right, for Locke?
I feel even worse. This is the second race in a row that I volunteered for that Ice Palace got last location. I don't think he's checked any of the village.
I don't think he's been here. You were right, he hasn't been here. That's still closed, he hasn't been here. He doesn't know where Ice is.
2 hours, 9 minutes, and 50 seconds, and he's just now getting to the village. This is amazing to watch. Go give both of these runners a follow. If somebody could give me an exclamation R in chat. Thank you, Sigma.
So, it makes sense that he was doing those other checks then, but not going to the village of outcasts for 2 hours?
How many times
That's
has
too
he been
long.
here?
There are so many entrances here. And yeah, here's your Ice Palace. Go.
Oops, all dungeons.
Yeah, unfortunately for Z-Shine, he has a feeling that this might be vanilla or this might be his big key. It isn't. No, wait. He does have that key, right? He's just doing this. He needs time to think. That's why he's doing this. But there's not that much to think about. Just go kill Trinex.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. He doesn't know that that key is on Trinex, but it's
No.
easier just to clear out Castle Tower first and then
Yeah.
just run into the tree afterwards.
And that is go mode for Locke. Which hasn't activated his flute, so he's gonna have to run. Oh wait, it's right here. Never mind. He has to do this. Duh. Both of our runners in the Agavon climb. However, one is in go mode. One still needs his pod break.
I'm still just so speechless at the way this race has ended. I mean, it's not over, but it's basically over.
Yeah, at this point, it is pretty much over. If Z-Shine had gone straight for Trinex, this would have been up closer. I still think Locke would have been in the lead. But
If
not by
Locke had
much.
gone to Village of Outcast an hour ago, this race would have been closer. He had that fire rod a good, 5 minutes before Z-Shine.
I mean, at this point, Locke is just looking at his timer, looking, when is he finishing? When is he finishing? Why am I still here? What is going on? By the way, Locke still doesn't have his mitts. That probably saved him. The mitts had nothing behind them. And Z-Shine did quite a few of those checks. So, on Locke's side, what do you think the collection rate is going to be?
It's gonna be a 180 something.
Yeah, definitely 180. I'm almost thinking 190-ish, low 190. Yeah, I got one here for lock. While Seashine is... Okay, he is going for Trinex now. That makes sense. And he is going to be quite bummed out when he finds that big key. Because, yeah.
Yeah, and this really was just a this really was just a really chaotic race.
Yeah, I mean, from last locating Moon Pearl at 51-52 minutes, absolutely last locating that Moon Pearl, by the way. There was no other check left to make. But still hasn't activated his. But yeah, this is probably the faster way to get there. I hope the fastest way that Lock can do. While Locke is dropping down into Ganon fight, Seashine is gonna go for his last crystal. And yeah, everything has been lit up on Locke's tracker except Ice Palace. That is how thorough we had to be this season.
2 hours. I can't imagine going 2 hours in any mode just without going to Village of Outcasts. So many doors.
Yeah. I mean, do remember at the start, Locke was just running through connectors over and over. He didn't care where he was. So he came to the village, the Kakariko village, extremely late as well.
Yeah, Locke was also the first to receive their Moon Pearl, so he did have a lot more options open to him once that Moon Pearl was found. And this was just another one. By the way, did you get your GGs in chat there for Locke?
Yeah.
This really was just another example of just of one item, because as we remember, Locke didn't have their Samaria, Locke didn't have the flute and the lamp locked behind that Samaria, and now we're saying GGs.
After 2 hours, 17 minutes and 17 seconds on the official race time, we have a winner in Locke. That was a slog. That was a real slog. And we are joined by the winner, Locke, here in the commentary booth. GG's.
Thank you. I was stressed for.
We have many questions.
Yes.
I've heard, yes.
So, first of all, what was that Moon Pearl like?
What was the Moon Pearl again?
Zora.
Zora.
Oh, yeah. So, the thing about that, right, is I think I popped out of Spiral at Waterfall Cave at some point, and if I had gotten the Splash Fleet working right there, I would have got the Moon Pearl super early. Like, super early, but then it failed. So, I was like, I have to dip into Mire anyway for something, get the flippers. I'm like, okay, well, all I have left is really flipper stuff, so. Moon Pearl and Zora is always interesting.
Especially when it's flippers that locks it in Mire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The other thing is, you were very clear in your routing from the start. If you found a connector, you took it.
Yeah, especially getting a mirror as early as I did, I don't mind taking connectors because I can just mirror wherever. Because we got it, what, like 10 minutes into the seed?
It was in Paradox.
Yeah.
With both of your bows.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, we didn't get it 10 minutes. We still got it early enough where I felt good about just taking connectors after that because, again, you could just mirror off of anything, pretty much.
So right after you got the moon pearl, you had full access to swamp and clear it.
Yep.
You both got the moon pearl about the same time as Seashine got like 2 minutes later or something like that. Very
Sounds
close.
right. Yeah.
But you ran past Mimic Cave.
Forgot
you
about
were
it.
there.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah. Seashine didn't, and he found that cave a lot earlier.
No, that's smarter. Yeah, I absolutely forgot about it. So that when I found GT, I could have, full cleared that for the most part. Gotten my flute and lamp a lot earlier than I did.
Yeah.
By the time I found my flute, I'm like, I don't want to activate this because I'm like, I don't think I'll need it that much.
We questioned that one too.
Yeah,
So,
in my mind, I was like, I'm so close to go mode. If I just find the right items, like all of the dungeons I need to beat are just in absolute awful places, and the flute won't help me anyway. So,
and then all of those items are in absolutely horrible places.
exactly.
Well, that was a fantastic thing to watch. All 4 swords before a glove was even found. Your Titan's mitts on
Okay.
Bombos tablets that you never got.
Oh,
Um,
fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't get those.
Yeah. Seashine did a lot of checks as well.
Well,
very nice fight there by Z-Shine too as he finishes up his Ganon fight. GG's in the chat for him.
Yeah, I get it. He is. Seashine is going to finish this seed out with an official race time of 2:20:55. Yeah, we were really, really curious when you entered the Village of Outcasts. You hadn't done it for 2 hours.
So what I blame is the route I took and then fighting Thieves Town first, which then gave me Ice Rod. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go beat Total Rock real quick because I'm close enough to that. I'll run over there, beat that. Then it gave me the Pod Big. I'm like, all right, I'll go to Pod next. See if my Gomo is just in Pod, and it's super simple. And then I also got the GT Big from Thieves Town. I was like, okay, if this doesn't get me aggro, I'll just go beat that GT. And then I beat everything. I'm like, oh, I still don't have this thing.
Well, it came down really to a who's gonna find their required items first, because you had pieces that he needed, he had pieces that you needed, and then Ice Palace was just the answer.
Yeah. I figured Ice Palace was the answer after beating Meyer. That's why I started checking random stuff, because I, of course, didn't know where it was. I feel like if I had gotten the mitts off of Bombos, I probably would have been to Ice Palace earlier, because it's a lot simpler to go, the Village of Outcasts that way than going all the way around.
Z-Shine actually did that. After he got mitts there in Thieves Town, the first thing that they did was they went and started doing Smith Chain.
Yeah. That would have led me easily back over there. I would check all the entrances, probably start Smith Chain. Once I found Ice Palace, I would have just dipped in there real quick. Because Ice Palace is quick enough when you're trying to full clear it with Samaria.
Yeah. What else about this horrible, very linear seed?
I think the big one I want to ask about is just the Thieves Town Big Key. Because that was probably the thing that stopped Z-Shine the most.
Oh, that was in Pod, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and Seashine skipped all of Pod. He had 6 small keys when he went in there.
I think that was my very first item I got.
Yeah, that
it
was the
was.
first
It's left
item in
side.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I just kind of go with the flow when it comes to cross keys. I found a dungeon like that. I'll that would work. I'll grab some bombs while I'm here. Of course, I didn't find Thief Sound for like 2 hours.
Yeah, that was the big thing that said Seashine didn't go with Pod at all.
It's in a
Such
bad
a-
location. It's just such a bad one, unless you're taking a connector over there. So I can't really say much about that.
Nope.
But it was a close race the entire way, so GG's supposed to you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG's the. I'm glad to start our team off with a win because we're gonna need it.
Do you have
to carry my team more.
do you have any other words for the viewers or anything else?
Check out Chelsea's run in half an hour, something like that. Is
Not
it
sure
half
if
an
we get
hour?
a restream through for that. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But otherwise, go check those runs out as well.
I thought I saw one.
Yeah, it's at 7:10 a.m. It
Yeah,
is
yeah.
well
So,
Eastern time. It's 6:36 a.m. right now Eastern time.
so yeah, roughly about half an hour. Go check her out. Cheer her on for But We're Buddies. We're hoping to get into the playoffs to be a complete wild card because our season didn't start off great, but we're gonna finish off strong.
That's all that matters. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you to both of our runners for doing a fantastic show for us here today. That was a absolute terrible seed, but they did it with style. They did it with grace, and
Oh,
one of them
15
was a
saving quits.
We were just outside of that range right there.
yeah. Hey, look, my guess was correct. Low
We got
190,
191.
low
We guessed the
190.
180s or something.
There's so many.
Thank you to our trackers today. Sigma and at the start, Furious Prince was also tracking, and then he hopped into comms. Big thank you to Sigma for hopping into doing the tracking so we could actually have two comms. My voice was not doing well there in the middle. Thank you to the admin team for everything that they do, and thank you to my co-com, Furious Prince 97, and I'll let you take us out.
Yeah, I apologize for the technical issue, guys, but I enjoyed coming in for the comms, and thank you, Titan, for being so cool about it. Thank you, Sigma, for helping us get the restream, fixed midway through. GG's again, both of our runners, and go ahead and stay around for Speed Gaming and all its other channels for more Link to the Past League playoffs. I believe that Invitational League playoffs are starting up here in the next couple days, so just keep your eye out for that, and also keep an eye out for more of the Open League here on Speed Gaming and all of its other channels. On behalf of the rest of the crew, I've been Furious Prince, and have a good night.